Theater 220. And I think Dajonea and I feel like this is the first time we've ever done this. So, so you all, most of you got to see a lot of the behind the scenes. This group of theater students, many of them were just in a show that closed yesterday. And were here until late into the evening striking the set. And then they're amidst all their finals and everything. But, so many of you here know this. This is how this worked. My Theater 220 students are either freshman or sophomore theater students. This is kind of their class where they do showcasing their new talents in the department as School of Theater and Dance. Dajonea's class is a creative writing class, and they did a playwriting unit. And her students wrote short plays. And our students read those short plays, and they picked 3 of those short plays. And I believe we have at least 2 of the authors in here. So when our groups introduce themselves and the title and the author, maybe the author could give a little wave so that we know they're there. But what they're going to do is do a quick presentation, and then they will go into how they staged it. So again, the presentation represents if we had all of the tech elements totally, that's what we would like to do. What they staged is what we were able to do in the limited time that we had. And then I also want to thank Neophyte Studios for streaming, and also the Digital Expression Lab out of Morris, amazing, wonderful resource that all of us here at the university can use. And Matthew Gordon for being our tech. So, without further ado, we're going to welcome our first group.
Hi everybody, my name's Olivia Manning. These are my group mates. Everyone introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I also go by Busy. I'm playing student B, and I was also the costume designer.
Hi, I'm Alexis.
I'm student A. I'm sorry.
I'm student C.
Oh, wait, no, I'm student B!
I'm student B. I'm sorry. It's really hard to remember letters.
I'm Shane Thompson. I play student C.
I'm Isreali. I play the teacher.
So we are doing The Test by Jacob Kelley. Do we have a Jacob Kelley in the house? What's up, my man? With our directorial vision for the show, if we can move to the next slide. I don't know if this is what you intended, Mr. Kelley, but we have gone early era Disney. So we're talking Camp Rock, we're talking High School Musical, we're talking Hannah Montana, we're even talking iCarly if we want to get a little risque. So that's sort of the vibe that we're going for in general. And if we can go to the next slide. We are specifically looking for the school episode. Very typical, you know, oh no, there's a big test. And that's sort of what we're trying to emulate with the rest of our stuff. So just to keep that in mind, we can go to the next slide. Sound design. So in a perfect sort of ideal world, we have internal monologues. We record nearly all of these lines beforehand, and then we sort of just play them as our actors are sort of, you know, doing the Disney Channel faces and the Disney Channel movements. However, for obvious reasons, we could not do that. So, as it stands, if we can go to the next slide, we have a soundboard of laugh tracks, audience oohs, audience cheers, school bells, etc., just to give that Disney Channel vibe as much as possible. You are also allowed to laugh if anything strikes you as funny, but know that you will hear laughter. Lighting? You want to do this one, Lizzie?
Yeah, I can do lighting. Alright, so in an ideal world, we wanted to have spotlights on each student as they were speaking to really showcase this is their internal thoughts. But as it stands, we weren't really able to do that with the setup we have in here, so we're just gonna have it full lighting so everyone can see everyone's faces. Next slide. For stack design, we wanted to keep it really simple, very similar to what a regular classroom setup would be. So it's just 3 desks and a teacher's desk off to the side. What you would see in the typical American high school. Yeah. For costume design, we were thinking 2007 high school fashion is where we originally began with. So you can see like the red carpet fashion of the early 2000s, but then we transitioned a little bit more into god-awful early Disney Channel fashion. So we're talking absurd layering, like we're talking capri jeans with leggings with socks. We're talking like a tank top, polo shirt, long sleeve shirt. Nothing makes sense. Clashing patterns. Yeah. So the designs we currently have for student A, that is what I am currently dressed as. We were picturing a little bit more Alex Russo, Caitlin from Camp Rock, maybe a little bit of Oliver from Hannah Montana. A little bit more masculine, but still very feminine. Student B, total feminine. That's what she is supposed to be. We're thinking Cece from Camp Rock. Not Cece from Camp Rock, Cece from Shake It Up. Thank you. Hannah Montana, Gabrielle from High School Musical.
Trish from Austin and Alley.
Yeah. Next up is Student C, and we wanted to have Student C be the typical skater boy from High School Musical. Also think Des from Austin and Alley. That's a very good person to draw from. And then if we can go to the next slide. Teacher. Most of the adults in Disney Channel movies are played as rather stupid and rather like not very nice, but she is sassy and she knows what's up. So we were thinking a little bit more of a normal teacher. So I'm thinking Miss Grokey from
Miss Grokey from Recess. That's right.
Not very many other teachers from
a
Disney.
little Miss Darvis. There's a little Darvis in her, I feel like.
But yeah, that's generally what we were going for. Just a really chill lady who could not give less of a damn. There you go.
All right. And as we prepare our set, which does involve this presentation whiteboard, and as Shane does performance art, I would like to remind you all that the test by Jacob Kelley is filmed in front of a live studio audience. Thank you.
Thank you, Olivia. Yes, Olivia.
All right, people. On this fine Friday afternoon, we will be beginning with a test.
I hope you all do your best and begin the exam when Andre starts.
I got this test in the bag.
I totally forgot we had this. I'm gonna bomb hard.
Don't stress, this is gonna be easy.
Yeah, for a genius like you.
All right, you guys have 45 minutes. Start.
Name. Name what? This is the first question?
What is 2 plus 2? Even a baby knows this. I bet the teacher will give me bonus points if I just don't answer form. 2 plus 2 equals 2 squared equals 2 times 2 equals...
What is the past tense of appreciate?
They'll never know.
Apprenticing.
Okay, question 1 down. Next up, date. Little weird for a teacher to ask a student, but $100 for 2 hours. Wait, they're on a teacher's salary. $50.
Which equals 4. There. Only 8 minutes to finish 2 plus 2. I'm on record time.
When was the Declaration of Independence signed? Or where was it signed? Okay.
Are you okay there?
Oh, I got a really bad most quirky coincidence.
Real quirky.
What an idiot, am I right?
They didn't even write down the formula correctly.
You have 5 minutes. All right, 5 minutes. Time for lightning round. Next question. What is the meaning of life? There is no God.
What is the meaning of life? 42, obviously.
And none. Whew. And I didn't even have to use this note card that I wrote down yesterday.
I think you dropped this.
Thank you. And that's how you get away with it.
Alright, time's up. Try to text me on the way out.
What? I failed? But how? I checked my answer twice.
Oh my gosh, I got a C! I gotta make it, you guys.
Oh my goodness, what happened?
They got a 99.
Principal's office. I don't understand why they're being so dramatic. The pretest won't affect their grades.
Okay, so we're gonna do a quick change out. So
Yes, it's me, you, you.
Yeah.
So, me. I think this will be everything. Did you find something? Oh yeah, we found some sugars.
Yeah. Talk more, but you guys can go like somewhere else, right?
Come on, guys, let's pretend. Okay, so we had the play Pannin for Gold by E3. Let's ask if Ethan is here. We haven't even leave the house. That's okay. And so, yeah, I'm Sawyer, and I'm playing Minor 1.
I'm Edie, I'm playing Minor 2. I'm Grace Douglas, I'm a sound designer.
I'm Faith, I'm the narrator, and I was the costume designer.
I'm Malia, and I'm the director.
And then first up, and then I'm set design, and you're
Lighting design.
So I did set design, and this is kind of my vision board for like ideas of what we kind of wanted the set to look like. And then this was my rough sketch with the floor plan that we have. And so one of the big things that we were going to have was the rotating background. Because at the beginning of the show, they're kind of set in this Western gold pan, California gold rush kind of thing. And then at the very end of the show, it's set in Chicago. So just to have like an easy transition, we have the rotating background, and then there is a creek that we're going to have. And then something that we don't actually have physically in the set is just a little mine entrance with like some extra props. And then this is the color version of it. And then these are just some more sketches, like this is the rotating background, these are some mountains for the western area, and then this is like the city of Chicago, and that's with the creek and the mine entrance. And then this is just a general design concept, like I kind of wrote down in here. It's very simple and laid out with what we have in the script. Just Western, gold rush, Pannin for gold. It was easy to implement things like the creek because they were already put into the script, and also add things like the background and the mountains, just to give that extra like Western feel.
It's me. Okay, so this was my lighting design concept. I wrote a lot of words, so I'm not gonna say everything I put. This is like my vision board. So we start. This is like the beginning of the show, going all the way to the end of Chicago, so you can kind of see how the light changes. It's kind of going over the course of 24 hours, so start with the bright daylight, sunset. It's pretty obvious, but okay, I'm not gonna read all this. Basically, what I just said, you can skip this one. So the show opens. We just have a single spotlight on a narrator. I was also thinking about using a gobo to create kind of the outline of newspapers on like the back wall. Yeah, all right, you can see. Very good projection. Directional light, front light on the narrator, so they're just lit. Yeah. So lights up on the miners. So it takes place a few hours after daybreak. So sun's at the highest point in the sky. So it's lit pretty well. Got the shadow placement. Shadow's pretty defined. Yeah. And then back to narrator, same concept, spotlight, go up, stuff like that. Okay. And then lights up on the miners again. I wanted to use lighting gels like an orange and kind of purpley blue to make the sunset. And then there's a point in the script where the miners look into each other's eyes. So I was thinking 2 spotlights, rest is dark. Yeah, all right. And then Chicago, so that's kind of my inspiration. I was thinking I wanted to do the background like this skyline of Chicago. Yeah, that's about it. I think that's all good. And then that's my lighting cue sheet. Hello. So for sound, go to the next one. So this is our master sound sheet. There's more information on the next slide.
Can we go to
This,
the next one?
no.
Okay.
So this is pretty much just like general information of what cue lines up with which sound and where the source came from, along with what page it is, along with. This is a very short one because it's a generally short scene/play. Now if you go to the next one. This is a screenshot of QLab. I love QLab. So this is a program for Mac devices that allows you to not store but organize sound files and put in different edits that you can do to certain files / make it easier for somebody to run a soundboard for a show. So this is what it looks like for our scene. And my inspiration for the sound for this scene was mostly just on nature, because that's where we are. Except for the very end. The very end we go off to Chicago, and I want it to be a big contrast between where they were at the beginning. So we end up with a little bit of Chopin. There wasn't a whole lot of thought behind that other than it's in public domain, and it's very different compared to the birds and the sound of the river at the beginning. And that is that. And we love QLab.
Alright. It's me. So this is the costume design stuff. Not gonna read all of this, just gonna sum it up. Basically, I looked at not only historical images of 19th century gold miners, but I also looked at some of like the 50s Western TV shows, because a lot of those have things that are maybe even more recognizable as being from the 19th century than actual historical 19th century clothing. And I think that's something that I really wanted to capitalize on, was the recognizable rather than the actual. So yeah, here's some images. Some of these are historical images. Some of them are from TV shows. Don't ask me what TV shows which one is from because I do not know. So here we have Walter's costume. So Walter is, I wouldn't necessarily say pessimistic, but pessimistic. Not having a great time, so we use some more duller and more traditional colors. We also have a lovely American flag bandana. Beautiful. True patriotism. This is bad. I know it's bad. They're all bad. But this is the actual shirt that Edie is wearing. I had them send pictures, and I'm very happy that they did. Thank you. Okay, move on. Yes. Now Oscar, minor 2. This one is really fun because if you see this beautiful lavender bandana, that is sort of based on the word I'm looking for is in this. Historically, the historical association with the color lavender with gay men. So that was, we saw that in the costume shop and we were like, yes, perfect, beautiful. Yeah, we were very happy to find that. And then this one's me. So when I am not speaking, narrating, I just sort of blend in with the background as another minor. So since we're doing this in the Mo, I decided to do black so that I would sort of blend in with the background and I wouldn't detract from these two glorious, colorful creatures. So yeah, that's me.
I took my concept from Pannin of more than just the 19th century, because, you know, I don't know if they would be able to kiss, but they can kiss. The panning is a very strenuous and hard job, and I wanted to link in some happiness and some laughter, and really shine a light on the contrast between Walter and Oscar and how they mesh well together and flourish.
Awesome. All right. Two miners are paying for gold near a creek. Walter has been paying for. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna start that again. I'm doing my best. Two miners are panning for gold near a creek. Walter has been panning for gold since daybreak, and Oscar has just joined in with an overly cheery mood.
Howdy there! Any luck finding gold this morning? If I had, I wouldn't be down. Oh, come on, I'm sure we'll find something together. Yeah, maybe an old horseshoe or my last straw. Sorry, what was that last part? I didn't quite hear it. These rabbits are... Keep panning. We've got to pay off those debtors.
The miners continue to pan. Walter has an overall bad time, eventually falling into the creek and getting his clothes all soaking wet. Oscar doesn't have a bad time at all.
Looky here! I found gold! Oh, wait, never mind. It's just sand. Damn it, boy, that's the 7th time you said that. Let me see your hand, baby. What? No. Sand and shining. That ain't sand, damn it, boy, that's gold. Really? Yeah, look at it. Does sand sparkle a bright yellow? Yes? I'm partially colorblind. Color what? It's 1804. What do we know about color? Oh, that matters. We found gold. We're gonna be friends. Yeah, I'm gonna look away that way. Oh, the hell with that. Let's buy something down east together. Really? I mean, we've only just met 2 weeks ago. Are you sure you're willing to spend every waking day with me for the rest of my life? Sure. As long as I don't have to eat breakfast.
The miners did in fact buy land out east in a place known as Chicago. Unfortunately, with only about $30 worth of gold, it didn't really get them very far.
Yeah, we use it. Nobody ever used it. So we
Sorry, don't leave.
You gotta make a display of booze. They got the booze.
But what if I'm outside, Bella? Yeah. Recycle.
We were so excited to find that.
Oh wait, mine's not working. It's not going to the projector.
Oh, it does. It's okay.
Okay. So, Dan, I think you're gonna have to roll it or make it a happy break.
Oh God.
The arrow keys go through the side. Okay. So it's the projection's not working, so.
Zombie Slayer.
Okay. So yeah, this is Cutler Zombie Slayer by Brittney Baker.
Yes.
Yes, listen, Brittney.
Hi. I did the scenic design. Here's Act 1, Scene 1. We got everything they called for except the 80-inch flat screen TV. We got that island. We got a couch. We got a rug. It's nice. Bit of character. A lovely door, you know, because people gotta leave. And then the next scene takes place at Walmart, but we didn't think we'd be able to get Walmart some sign permission, so we still adjusting. It says Walmart, and I think that's pretty good. And then we got like nice screen sliding door, at the Walmart, and like a little shelf that on wheels. It will follow him as he walks down the aisle because
The grocery store.
yeah. Next. Then it's just the roof. That's supposed to be the Walmart roof. Walmart roof. The end.
Next, we got our lighting concept. Act 1, Scene 1 takes place in the kitchen. So we've got these eccentric items because he's a football player. He used to be a professional football player, so he bought these eccentric items. But you have this dullness in it, so there's not many items in the room, and the lighting kind of just gives like, meh. You've got amber light to show like the dullness of their life. Act 2, Scene 1, takes place in the Walmart. So you have those fluorescent lights that are headache-inducing. Yeah, there's not much to that. It's just you're in a Walmart. So, Act 2, Scene 2. Act 2, Scene 2, the apocalypse is taking place. So we've got the roof of the Walmart and the strong Walmart sign, like in neon lights. And then you've also got like it it's taking place in my brain at sunset. So we got strong purples and sunset colors in the sky, but then you've also got amber and oranges from the radiation and everything. So it's like a lot of strong colors that contrast with the zombies being green. And then this is our cue sheet.
Okay, and sound design. So there was 3 things sound-wise that were mentioned to be in the show from the script. When I Was a Star, which is a song sung by Jay. 7 years ago, sung by Abe, which does not actually exist in our production. And then the actual existing song, Heart of a Champion by Nelly. So because we didn't have any music and we wanted to just leave it the way it was, we chose to have Jay freestyle present the music in whatever way comes to him. And we will be using Heart of a Champion because we think it really, it perfectly sets the tone for Cutler's Zombie Slayer. A football player would listen to that song. And then next, we have, because a lot of the context for each scene, what takes place in the actual stage directions, we chose to contextualize that using the sound design. So when we are at Walmart, we will be using some Walmart shopping ambience placed at Walmart, just so you can really imagine it's a bustling store with people running anywhere. They don't know that the apocalypse is happening yet. They're just buying their canned goods. Then to make sure you really know, Abe Lincoln does exist in this show. So just to really make sure you know it is Abraham Lincoln. There will be some Civil War fife and drum playing. I personally refer to it as his theme song. And then we're not done.
Sorry.
And the last thing, just to really show the urgency of the zombie fight scene at the end, we will be playing Thunderstruck by AC/DC. We think it's a really good montage song. I personally heard it at all the football games. They play it with like a little football montage video. I was like, a football player would fight zombies to this song. So yeah.
Costume design. It's set in present day, so we're doing like normal clothes, but we have like some exceptions with the script. With some of our more fun characters, like Totally Not Superman, Abe Lincoln, and yeah, so we hope to bring with the costumes just more humor to the show, because what we really like about the show is like its campiness and it's really funny if you do it right. All right, Jay Cutler, ex-Bears football player. I had to Google this. So yeah, I was like, what would an ex-football player be wearing? Definitely his old jersey, definitely. Sweatpants, slippers. He'd have a 5 o'clock shadow probably, and then a plaid fuzzy red blanket. Yeah. Abe Lincoln. Henry Cavill, not Superman. And he's really, really super obvious about the fact that he is indeed Superman. So yeah, he's constantly trying to show his Superman-ness at any second he can. Yep. Brik. So Brik is the OG iPad kid. He is very into his iPad, and this was the ideal hat. We wanted one with the spinner on top, but this is what we got.
It's a good hat. I like that hat.
Brik is Jay's and Kristen's son, I believe. Kristen, we'll get to her. Okay. Kristen. I was like, Kristen is very much a Karen. That's all I had to say. And so Karen things. Yes, and the zombies. I just thought this was fun. I did my own take on it. So the zombies, we wanted them to be like zombies like the Disney movie, but like they actually will eat your heart out though. Like they are completely vicious, but they look friendly. And of course we have Michael Jackson leading us because, yeah, why not? In the National Guard, they come in at the very end with Superman and the National Guard. What can I say?
Okay, our concept and theme. Cutler Zombie Slayer is a campy comedic musical. Our goal with this was to let the audience take a break from their everyday lives and just have a laugh. While some directors could use this to make a commentary on struggling couples, foreign relations, or even the meaning of life, we would prefer the audience just accept these as part of our story and enjoy the overall fun, campy theme of the show. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy our production of Cutler Zombie Slayer.
You're unbelievable, Jay. I don't understand you. Where did all your money go? You know this is why we broke apart. All you care about is football and booze, and that's it. You played 12 years of professional football, and now you will have this booze. What happened to you? Oh,
Come on, Chris, I'm working 50-hour weeks. What else do you want from me?
Don't bullshit me, Jay. You're always at the club every night. All you do is spend your money on booze. You're an alcoholic, Jay. Admit it.
I am not addicted to anything. This house, I paid for it. That car outside, yeah, that was me too. You should be thanking me.
Thanking you. You're not a football star anymore, Jay. I don't even recognize you. And you're no good for Brik. I'm taking Brik.
No, come on, Chris, you cannot do this to me.
I'm sorry, Jay, but we don't need you anymore. Enjoy your life here in Chicago. Brik has no future here.
When I was a star, everything made sense even from afar. That forte behind my right cheek, my uniform was totally on fleek. I was not even funk. Hell, I could even dunk. Brian Urlacher was my linebacker. I was the quarterback of the Chicago Bears. Now I'm not, and nobody cares. Excuse me, sir. What's going on? Why are you screaming in front of me? Oh my lord.
Hey, Jay, this is Brian. Are you still in Chicago? Hey, man, I'm in Los Angeles right now watching the news. Whatever you do, stay inside. They got New York City also. People are going outside and transferring into mindless freaks from the radiation.
Everyone stay with the glass and turn on those doors. Do not go outside. That is a radiation cloud. Our bodies will be negatively affected on the air.
Do not listen to this guy. He's a loser. He didn't even take us to the Super Bowl. He's washed up. Everybody, go over your family. No, don't!
We've got to barricade these doors.
Nobody's listening to me. I'm such a loser.
I know who you are. No! I know you're a Chicago Bears quarterback. I know about your cannon arm. We will save us all, man.
You're that normal loser.
Trust me, Jay. You must take these up to the rooftop and smack down each and every one of those crazies outside. You will save everyone in the store and regain your honor in the city of Chicago. Jay, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Okay, I will do this. I will save the store and protect Chicago. Brik will have a hero to look up to again.
We can all converse out in the hallway, but let's give it another round of applause.